Hello, everybody. This is Living Where the Darkness Rages Across in New York. Today we have a scene in the Sept of the Green where Aiden is waiting with 10 point for Rangers to arrive to check a thing. And that's how we will begin our dear motherfucking scene.
Yep. Standing there waiting.
Felix is there in prompts, doing Felixy things. Hello, Aiden. I am present. Says Felix.
Says Aiden. I'll wait till the rest of them are here before I see you all in.
Yep. 10 point is plunked down probably right next to Aiden's feet, like leaning on his leg, looking tired, and just holding a pendulum that is swaying unerringly in a particular direction.
And I guess Raphael and William are gonna arrive together.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Upon arriving, it's apparent to everyone that Will, something's up with Will. He looks very angry, and Raphael can basically feel that rise of some kind of repressed anger, and Will kind of lets out a deep breath, and then just doesn't really say anything more about it. Doesn't give any explanation or
So, are we gonna look for Archduke Ferdinand?
You smirk. Yeah, Jeremy's missing, and he's not picking up on pulse, which means you look down at the 10 point. She picked him up on, which means only one thing.
Deep shit.
Yeah.
She'll glance up. The red of the questing stone can only detect inanimate things.
So he's not appearing on Pulse of the Prey?
Nope.
Let's bring the boy back home.
Yeah.
Fuck. Right, yeah.
And she'll finally clamber up to her feet.
If we find that someone... Oh, sorry, go on.
Or she was just saying, are we ready?
If we find that this has been done by somebody who's part of the nation, I would prefer it if we took them alive. A trial and a show of proper justice might be needed.
You know, Lord.
If it's an enemy of the nation fucking with us, well, yeah, then we all know what to do.
And 10 point will glance over to Aiden since he's generally the driver.
All right then, yeah, let's all hop in the van and then clamber in.
Well, Clemson.
While the guys are going there, this female kind of approaches the group. She's known as the Glasswalker representative of the Kinfolk Council. And she sees 10 point and like she will nod at Felix first and then 10 point. Then William White, Aiden, Raphael. And she will kind of come near Felix and 10 point.
Yep, 10 point will look up to her, just kind of bleary-eyed, give her a nod.
My apologies. We were waiting for Jeremy as the council. We try to reach him, and we basically can't. Does anybody know what happened to him? Is he like sick? You already know the kinfolk, the representative when it comes to the Garu section. I just want to make sure to tell something to the representatives.
We're going to see what happened to him now. Just to make sure that everyone else is safe and accounted for.
She nods. Okay. And she turns.
Yeah, she said, I have my fears, but I don't want anyone to panic.
Would you prefer us to continue the meeting?
So, glance around to the others to see if they have any input.
Will just nods like you think that's a good idea.
We should continue the meeting.
Yeah, probably bust.
Yep. She'll give a nod.
She nods and smiles to, Felix, Iris, Raphael, William, Aiden, and then fucks off.
So, where does the questing stone leads us?
Aiden goes to his car, gets the van, tells the kid to fuck off probably, in a nice way. And like
kindly fuck
kindly
off as he's
kindly
getting in the
fuck
car.
off.
Yeah.
It's like you guys will go like when you guys leave the sept, you guys see a bunch of cars looking at a can two blocks away from the Manhattan. And while like you guys are passing, you guys just see there's a bunch of cops there. But other than that, you guys find yourselves in front of an apartment building that has like 8 floors.
Is there like a door check or anything, or can they just walk on in?
There is a door check, and like the outside door in like 16 apartment buildings.
Really quick.
Pardon, 16. Not 16 apartment buildings. 16 individual, apartments. I don't know how to say it. Like do you
Just
call
apartments?
house? Like do you call it apartment or do you call it apartment building? Like I think apartment building is the main building which has a bunch of houses in it.
Yeah, the apartment building is the overall building that has the apartments in it.
Okay, the apartment. Okay, the apartment is the word. Then thank you. There's like 16 apartments in it.
What were you asking, Robbie?
Felix is just gonna ask if everyone could just like form a wall around him really quick. He needs to be shielded from a public view while he does a thing.
Is he good to do it in the van, or do we need to hop out?
Oh, we're in a van. He can do it in the van.
Yes.
Oh man, and here I was gonna say it's an uncomfortable group hug.
Gloves.
1 second.
Jacket.
Roll. It's 4d10. I have to do it on my phone because my computer is acting up. F1. One success for skyscraper vision.
Mm-hmm.
Gangster.
Where are you looking? Which apartment? Which floor?
I'm trying to if you'll allow it, I'm trying to like hop from window to window to see if I can find something.
Let me check that GIF.
It says yeah, never mind. You'll find it.
The no, still difficulty 6. Perspective when in the varying area for 1 turn. How many successes do you have? One.
Just the one.
You kind of see the first floor, which like a guy's playing with his kids, which is not Jeremy because you know Jeremy. But other than that, like you need to roll it again to make sure to see more or the other side because there's like 2 apartments in 1 floor, so you only saw 1 of them out of 16.
Oh, will you allow me to roll again?
Totally.
And Felix just kind of goes, fuck. Let me try again. I went and copied the text to make this go faster. No successes that time.
You like try, but the guy just like behind the other car was like, and you're like, fuck. Your
Jesus,
concentration.
fuck. Ugh.
Is there any chance that the guy at the door is kinfolk?
You can always, go and check it. There is a door and the Jeremy is kind of looks like, a guy who doesn't have a lot of, how do I say, like he wasn't that rich, but this apartment looks kind of cool. Like there is a guy who brings stuff in and outside of the apartment. Like, you tell him like, hey, can you buy this for me? And he goes and buys it, The apartment kind of pays a fee to have this kind of person working for them. So maybe you can check if he's a kin or not.
Yeah. If no one else will protest or no one else wants to do it, 10 Point will ask permission before just hopping out and walking up the sidewalk, taking, a glance, looking around, doing her thing, and just glancing to see if she recognizes the doorman.
This is the door guy.
Oh, shit! Yeah, she'll just ping to Aiden through the pack link that the doorman is one of theirs.
Aiden just get out of the car, look, and the others were clear. And they keep walking.
Well, that's
Yeah,
gotta be easier.
She'll walk up to greet him happily because, yeah, she knows that guy.
Ah, hello, as he looks at 10 Point.
Morning.
And then like looks at the others. Oh, hello, everybody.
Hey.
Sup?
Hi guys, how are you? Is there a problem?
We've come by to look in on Jeremy.
Oh, the 7th floor, number 15.
Thank you.
I got the
Recently? Or has he been in there all night?
I didn't see him live, but I didn't also see him enter.
Hmm.
Who's saying I've got what?
I saying I didn't see him leave, but I didn't see him enter. Like I don't sleep here.
Alright.
It's not my house.
I was just
work
wondering. Felix, would you mind taking a look at the cameras?
Sure.
Sorry, I was slightly not there for a moment. So this guy is essentially like the doorman here.
Mm-hmm. He's working as a doorman. Basically, like not that. Like imagine this. There's like 16 apartments inside of this apartment building.
Mhm.
Every one of them pays a fee to keep a guy like this.
Cool. Yeah.
So like basically he is responsible from the apartment. And
Yep.
the 10 Point would know, like Jeremy does this a lot for finding stupid jobs for kinfolk that, doesn't know what to do. Or until they find a better job, they found like this kind of stuff.
But and Felix, sorry, Aiden and 10 Point seem to know him.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll turn and as we're getting out of the car, he'll turn and look at the rest of the group when 10 Point went over, and we'll say he's one of ours. We're clear. We'll get out and walk after 10 Point.
What do you mean he's one of yours?
He's one of yeah. He'll just nod.
Sorry, Will would only say that there's clearly nobody within earshot.
Probably this all happened in the van walking, getting out. Aiden was going to ask the guy would he mind letting Felix even take a glance at the cameras.
He kind of like opens the door for you guys to enter, and you guys see like he has this like place to sit and watch, and like there's a phone there, but there are no cameras.
Is there a chance you have a way for us to get into his room?
Of course I do. I have everybody's key.
Maybe borrow it.
Just let me open you guys for the door. I'm pretty sure Jeremy's inside, but let's go.
Yep.
As he like goes near the elevator and presses the elevator's button. Then looks at all the Garu and says, "Please enter. I will just get up there."
We should take the stairs.
Yeah.
Blink.
Yeah, and they'll start jogging up the stairs.
There's a brow quirk.
Will nods for the kinfolk to follow them up the stairs.
He follows. Like he guys to get like surprised, and then gets kind of like, oh, okay. That kind of like feel, and then he just starts running, which is like it's really.
He runs away.
No, he runs with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Because like he just thought
I'm sus about this guy.
One of his employees is like like one of the guys who kind of put him in here might be in danger because you guys just acting all weird, and he starts running with you guys, but like he's like probably those who have stamina too will like after 4th floor they'll be like, oh my god, but they will be able to go to the 8th floor because this is a weird situation. And he just he will come near the door and he will look at you guys. You guys want me to open the door?
Sorry, Amachan. In the stairwell, are there cameras?
No.
If there's nobody there, I'm going to activate some combat gifts in his armor. Just in homage.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And while they're running up and people are prepping, 10 Point will let him know just to things may be bad. Try not to spread the word until we're sure what's happening, but just open the door and step away. Don't look in.
He nods like, well, okay. And like he has his like key in his hand and he is waiting for you guys to give him the cue to open the door.
Yeah, go on, buddy.
And yeah, once they're at the door, she'll finally put the pendulum away.
And he like will open the door.
And yeah,
and like enter.
Once it's unlocked and he's like cracked it open, she'll go ahead and let him know to go back down. She'll let him know what's going on, but it may be best he doesn't look inside.
Oh, okay, Ryan. Whatever you say, I'm waiting here.
Okay.
Will's gonna I'll go in first. You guys be behind me.
Aaron's got Aaron.
Yeah, holds the thing and just looks to see if everyone's ready.
Yep, Aiden slips out his knife and kind of stacks up by the door, kind of shimmering.
Felix has his rifle drawn.
Yeah, Will actually has a knife in his hand, and if anybody would recognize it, they'd recognize it as a knife that Tapisha used to have around her belt. It's a kind of Inuit-looking thing, decorated. And yeah, with that, Will is basically going to burst into the room.
You enter the house, like the house is like really well designed, nice place. It has a really good living room. Like you guys basically find yourselves in the living room. There was no sign of like someone being inside. And there's the bedroom, toilet, and the kitchen.
I assume that when we were standing outside, the pendulum was poking this way.
This is basically like the map basically shows you it's here.
Okay.
And while you guys are checking the rooms one by one, probably Bill entering first, Jeremy is basically sleeping on his bed.
So happy you used that picture.
He's like, quote unquote, sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Does when we burst into the room, does he respond, like wake up and sit up or anything?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will gestures for one of the others to go and check him while he like checks the closets and shit for ambushes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go for.
Yep, 10 Point has a decent medicine score. Yeah, she'll just go over and gingerly like check for a pulse.
No pulse.
Is he like cold to the touch?
Yes. It's been probably 5 hours until he died. He is really cold.
Well, Raphael's gonna shake his head.
Yep, 10 Point will gingerly be checking for things like blood pooling, how stiff he is, etc., trying to figure out about how long he's been gone.
Personally, I'm gonna look for any clue that this might not be coincidental or accidental.
Same here, yeah.
Everybody roll me perception investigation.
I just roll frenzy for Will and he's fine. But yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
I fail.
Thank you for keeping it real.
Will just basically begins like fuck, and just like kicking the shit out of this wardrobe.
Everything all right?
Everything's fine, lad. You just stay where you are.
Everybody roll me perception investigation, and according to successes, I will let you guys know what you guys find.
Ain't that shit.
I'm first gonna roll perception medicine.
Please.
Frenzy roll as well. But the 4d10 was my frenzy roll as well. So Aiden is fine. Oh, feels good, so good to say that.
Nothing on medicine. And then
Investigation. Nope, fail.
Are we still clear of windows and stuff?
You guys are clear. This room doesn't have a lot of windows.
All right.
It's really
then I
small
will
that people can't see you.
be slowly downshifting to Lupus, and then I will roll investigation as she starts snuffing around looking for anything we might miss in Hamid.
When you roll your medicine, you don't see anything because you have 0 successes. Anybody has any successes, guys?
Yep, I put it in a 5 trap.
Yep.
Okay, so you got 1. That pillow doesn't look... The pillow near him that he doesn't put his head on has some of his hairs on it. You look at the... Oh, 5 successes for investigation?
Yup.
Let me just step back here and continue looking for a laptop.
The 10 point. You find the other pillow has his things that will come out of his mouth.
Saliva.
You know, like his... Not blood, but the...
Yeah, spit.
Yeah, spiff. His hair. Also, like things that will come out of his nose as well. Other than that, you kind of realize, like when you look at his hands, look at the the furniture, the bed, there's like some cracks under it, which may or may not point out that there might be some kind of wrestling.
Would it imply like a certain amount of weight?
Yes.
Is there any chance I can pick up a secondary scent?
No.
Yep, she will convey all of this as she's finding it. Probably very gingerly at one point, putting a paw up on the side of the bed to snuffle more firmly at the pillow, pointing out the cracks, pointing out that this means more than just 2 people's worth of weight. This means either multiple people, maybe Krynos, something big on top of the bed. And yeah, we'll...
Like something that will be able to cause a damage more than a normal human, which is more than strength 4.
Yeah.
Aiden, grab your man. He's either a suspect or a witness.
I got him. Aiden put the knife behind his back as he's walking out with a big smile on his face. Fuck.
He kind of looks at the Aiden. Ryan, what's happening inside?
Just checking a few things. How long have you been working here, pal?
I arrived like 4 months ago, and then I met with Jeremy, and he got me here like 2 months ago. I was working here for 2 months.
Working here for 2 months, okay. You kind of nod. Why don't you kind of put his arm around him? You see, we've had a wee bit of a situation here. So either you're, well, how can I put this? Either you're going to be our star witness, or you're going to be one of the people taking the fall for this. You whisper into his ear.
I didn't do anything. I was just working here. I didn't do anything. I promise. I didn't do anything at all.
Oh, no, I know. I believe you.
Why should I take the fall? I didn't do anything, though.
No, I'm not saying you're gonna, but you need to tell me everything that's been going on here.
Raya, yesterday I left at 8 every day. Every day I leave at 8. That's basically all I see. I don't know. Like he comes at home, leaves at home early morning, and then comes out at like sometimes at 6, sometimes at 7. That's really all I know. He's like a really nice guy. That's literally all I know.
He has no.
I left at 8.
Are you sharing
yesterday.
your ears? And does that does the 5-hour mark put it for after he would have left?
It's
or before he would have
like
come
an
in
early morning. This is like early morning scene.
Mm-hmm.
He probably arrived. Like he didn't tell when he arrived actually, but like you guys don't know when he arrived. But he leaves 8, so like this happened 5 hours ago. Probably like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yep.
And
she'll point out the time.
So
also,
who takes your place when you leave?
Nobody, Raya. This is like basically me until like 8. I serve people according to their needs. Like they call me and say, "Hey, we need this. Can you buy this?" I say, "Okay." I go to the market and bring it. That's kind of it. Like I don't stay here. I don't live here, so I can't stay at night. This is just like Jeremy convinced people to, like we need this kind of guy. It will be cooler. So everybody pays like $25 a month. So again, the $1,500 in a month. Basically, it's a privilege thing for these people. How is Jeremy? Is he alive?
And how was he yesterday? Was he happy, or did he seem bothered by something? Or was he, in any way distracted more than usual?
Same as always, Raya. I never seen him unhappy. He's basically the guy everybody likes.
Aiden just exchange a glance with Raphael.
So pretty much we have no idea who might come in and come out.
Nope. Right.
10 Point's going to be carefully snuffling at any windowsills, snuffling around the door, trying to pick up a scent that's unfamiliar, that's not Jeremy's and not theirs. And
Really,
she
there
will
was
remark on the fact that she can't find another person's scent, which bothers her a lot.
exactly. It's weird.
Wait, did you say that basically there's no smell?
Yeah, there's
Yes.
absolutely, like, there's no smell for anyone else. She can't find
Okay.
shit. There's
She-
obviously signs that there was something else there, but she can't pick up a second scent.
So he thinks for a moment, and would you say it's similar to this scent? As he showed his hand in front of 10 points. Because Raphael has, on all time, the smell of running water active.
Yeah, same with Aiden, actually.
So yeah, is it similar? I mean, does she still get a scent off of their clothes or what have you? Like anything
Let
else
me-
that might transfer?
Well, let me read the set of running water just a second.
While that's happening, Will's going to say to Felix, "Dude, could you get any cameras up and down this street? If this place doesn't have cameras itself, we may see someone enter there."
Absolutely. I've been looking up and down for a laptop in this place. I guess this guy just doesn't have any technology, or maybe there's something I'm missing here.
He's got like his smartphone like fell behind the bed while it was charging or some shit.
Like his cell phone is like burning right now because it's like he just left it for like 12 hours. It's still there. When it comes to cameras, Felix can check the cameras at the road. When it comes to smell, 10 point, you do smell him after trying so hard.
But yeah, she'll give him a good waffle over and finally say, it's not quite the same. Okay. There is still scents that cling to you and to your clothes. I'm not finding anything that doesn't belong.
I'm not really sure if the smell would really stay that long.
Yeah, she'll nod.
10
And
point,
we'll-
give me another perception alertness.
Oh. Four.
You, because of your like smell, you smell plastic. Really weird. There's
Okay.
this weird plastic smell that is like fading slowly
Is it like around the body or just around the house?
around the house.
So yeah, I will in fact let Felix investigate the phone while 10 point just seemingly for no reason finally just starts kind of wandering the apartment, snuffing the air, snuffing around to see how far this new smell goes.
Does Felix checking for the cameras?
I'll check anything you let me.
So how do you want to check the cameras? That is, basically is going to be like traffic cameras.
Plug and play if you'll allow it.
Totally. Spend that willpower.
What power spent?
You enter the cameras. You're like basically surfing through the dead data. How much you go back?
I'm gonna go back. Like to say I'm gonna go back 6 hours, and I'm gonna start very slowly, like fast forwarding.
At 6 hours, basically, you don't see anything until like the 8 in the morning, where this guy arrives at the house to the apartment, like whole building, and he just like waits in front. Then you realize you don't find anything. Then you go back, way back, after like 10 yesterday night, and you see this lady arriving to this house. Arriving to the apartment. And then she leaves like at 12, after 2 hours.
The glasswalkerkin that we talked to, that approached us right before we left. 10 point.
She pops her head up.
She was here for about 2 hours.
When?
From about 10 to midnight.
That's still 5 hours early. Unless she let something else in.
Just letting you know what I found.
There's a nod, thoughtful nod, and she'll remark then as she pauses and sits. I smell plastic, Araya. It's fading quickly.
No, there's a phone plugged in. It's pretty damn hot. Been looking up and down for anything else. So if you find something else, please let me know.
Yep, she'll continue rooting.
If you saw her on the camera, it could be her, in which case that's fucked, because she didn't mention this at all. Or it could be something looking like her. Someone Jeremy would let into the apartment. Some kind of shape changer.
The problem currently is that he is supposed to have died later.
Mm-hmm.
Something like 5 in the morning, Raya. Her leaving at midnight. It's too early.
She didn't mention this when we saw her earlier, and she knew where we were going. That's suspect as hell.
I mean, of course she's a suspect, but she's definitely not the killer unless she can change into a werewolf.
We need to talk to her.
There's something we're missing here. He's, leaves the Fianna kin like he just even says, stay. And we'll walk into the house, looking around.
Fianna kin kind of looks scared. He doesn't know why he's like prosecuted for this, but he just stays. And
guys,
what are you looking for?
As he turns to the two Fearges.
He turns to what?
I said, I'm talking to the Fearges, man.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, hypothetically, let us say that we're lucky and it's a black spiral dancer who just happened to be here. Would you guys, and more specifically you, Raya, as he looks at Felix, wouldn't your spider buddies be able to tell us if there was anything shady of the worm's influence? Because I know jack shit about spirits. But I would be pretty sure if someone is a spiral, there would be veins in their wake. Or something akin.
Yep, Timplin will agree and take a glance over to Felix. It is possible that whatever it was came through the Umbra. If we want to speak to whatever's on the other side.
Absolutely. And he just sort of sets this dude's like hot phone to the side. He would have unplugged it by now. And he will try to cross.
Before you do that, Will's going to stop, and he'll just say we should just check first. And basically suggesting that we peek.
Felix will try to peek. Try as well.
You're peeking, you don't see anything.
Alrighty. Wish me luck. 40, 10. We're in the city, so I believe the gauntlet is, what, like 8?
I think it should be back down, shouldn't it?
It is going to be 7.
I have 2 successes. It's difficulty 7.
I have no successes, so I'm done for an hour.
Half an hour.
Thank you.
What is the William White is doing?
Will Peaton got 2 successes just to make sure there's not
Ah,
twice.
Pete. Okay.
But yeah, Felix is unable to. He will. So there was nothing on the side, just kind of an umbral reflection of a apartment.
Yeah, umbral reflection of an apartment.
Yeah, then Will is going to cross with. He'll actually suggest Raphael come with him because he can help him cross.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Because you kind of said it not loudly.
He's going to suggest
cross
that
the gauntlet.
you're going to. Will's bring you to cross the gauntlet because you can. One pack can make a roll for a whole pack.
Yeah, sure.
So I have 2 successes. So it'll take about 10 seconds or whatever it is.
You guys cross.
Yeah, what do we see? Are there any spirits?
Umbral reflection of a... Umbral reflection of an apartment building. Let me roll for a spirit. 1 or 2.
One.
No,
Damn it.
there's no spirit in the apartment building. But there might be spirits, these guys around somewhere.
Yeah, Will's not a third, so any spirits that he's not aligned with are probably pretty unlikely to give a shit about him. So yeah, but he will look around to see if there are any spirits he could talk to, or if there are any clues. Can I roll perception primal urge, I believe, in the Umbra to track?
Survival, please. Roll.
Survival, okay.
Perception, survival.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 successes, I think.
Right. Okay. Man,
Both have 1 success.
Oh, is it defeat? Okay.
Yeah, there are tracks.
What do the tracks look like? Are they big? Are they small? Are they human? Are they bestial?
Human.
Well, I think we got a clue here.
Yeah, we should follow these.
Probably.
Yeah, Will's going to try cross back over to the Tolarian.
Okay.
I have 4 successes. So Will flips
Immediately
back over.
panic.
There are tracks leading away from here. They look like human footprints in the Velvet Shadow.
What kind of shoe size did that look like?
I mean, I can answer that.
I mean, you looked at it, didn't you?
I mean, I have eidetic memory. I will always remember the size.
Well, then what size was that?
Normal human size.
Normal
Which
human
is
size.
50,
Small?
50?
Was it?
Yeah, it's medium.
Medium. Would you say that it looked feminine? Did it come to a point at the end like a women's business shoe that looks like they have just one really big pointy toe? I hate those fucking shoes.
No.
Okay.
With 1 success, that is too much detail.
All right. I can track that thing pretty quickly.
Some of us need to take Jeremy. And what was the kin's name?
Billy.
Jeremy and Billy secure this area and take them back to Sept. Any volunteers?
Unless you've got something else for me to do. Not doing a whole lot here.
You'd probably be more of used to them in the Umbra when you can cross than I would.
Takes a nod at that. City's your area, buddy.
Glad to hear it. Takes a nod.
I'll calm Billy down and see about getting this taken care of. I'll call people.
If we're going to run into some big gribblies or some unknown, I'd rather go Umbra side. Whoever's taking Billy and Jeremy back, don't raise any alarms yet. Take Billy, don't let him speak to anybody, and put them somewhere secure, the heart of the cairn or something. Tell him, and we'll all turn to him and just say, "You're not in any trouble. We need to get to the bottom of this, and we just need your help." I hope you understand.
Oh, okay, Raya.
And
All
yeah,
right, boys and
Tempo
girls.
will volunteer to stay behind so they can continue pushing after it.
All right, yeah. We have a murderer to find.
Yep, Aiden's over.
Put him in Raffar as well.
We'll take the time to sugar to Lupus.
One second, I apologize. I'm doing this on a phone.
Who's taking Billy to the Sept?
10 Point is going to take some time to calm Billy down, let him know he's not in trouble, and ask him if he can, use one of his sick days or something so that he can come back with her and he can just stay at her cabin with her while they're investigating. And then once Billy's squared away or okay with it or making the right calls to get himself free for the day, we'll ask to borrow his phone so that she can call a couple of her kin to help her.
Okay.
Ones that she knows will keep this very hush hush.
Chad's mom.
Chad's mom is the best. Yeah, she'll go through her
Okay.
and just
You
try to
guys,
quietly get this all cleaned up while you guys go forward.
pass the other side. And what you guys are doing?
Aiden begins to sniff the tracks, basically. Like once they're pointed out, yeah, he begins to do his thing in Lupus.
Will goes to Krynos, but he'll basically him and Felix, I believe, will be following the other Ragabashes.
Yeah, going to the Lupus thing.
You guys continue going towards the upstairs and go outside, basically track down this footsteps.
Takes us onto the roof.
Yeah. After leaving the house, it basically went to the roof.
Yeah, keep following.
Yep.
It ends in the roof.
Does it go down the side of the building, or is it like something's flown away?
It looks like it arrived to the roof, and then the track ends. Making a comment is up to you.
Does it end in the middle of the roof somewhere, or like at the edge of the roof?
Middle of the roof.
Does everybody see this?
Yeah.
No,
could
sorry.
cro-
Oh, that was for Omicron.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, everybody can see this, basically.
I think Robbie Susan was about to say what I was about to.
Yeah, it could have crossed. Well, just basically says right. So it could have flown away, and then who knows what the fuck we're dealing with, or it could have crossed into the Tellurian up here. I have not. Yeah. Can Will peek to the other side?
There is. You can use the peeking to the other side. It's completely okay.
Yeah. 0 successes. Will fails. The gauntlet
Half an
obfuscates
hour.
from him.
I'll need to check your character sheets for something. Maybe they can tell.
I have 3 successes to peek.
You look around. What do you look for? Tell me, what do you look for?
Specifically, I'm looking at the spot where the footprints ended. I'm looking forward for more footprints, backwards for more footprints. Looking around at surrounding buildings for any sign of where one may potentially escape, or any sort of disturbance, damage, etc.
Weirdly, there is no any type of actually, like, weirdly, there's nothing in the other side. The door doesn't even look open.
Nothing on the other side.
Does
Just ends.
anybody has Garulor tree?
No, only Garalor 2.
Yeah, 2 as well.
I only have Shadowlord 3.
What do I look like? A galleon?
Fiona Lore tree.
Yup.
Give me that roll at difficulty 8.
All right.
Alright.
Will starts muttering something about
I botched.
Dave the Jackal, motherfucker.
God damn it.
Oh yes,
botched.
yes, please give me those 3 successes.
Only 3 I have is a Weaver.
Raphael, you know there are certain powers that doesn't make you invincible, but that makes you appear in other places, or fly, or open a moon bridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fly, appear in other places, open a moon bridge.
Looks. Yeah, we're definitely looking at a Garu. He or she either they open the moon bridge, or they fly off, or they use the gift to, well, go somewhere the fuck else.
If they're opening moon bridges, that means we're dealing with a guy in Garu.
Because you think that they can't force open others?
What?
OOC, moon bridge can only be opened by Guy and Garu, because if a black spiral dancer enters any moon bridge, they will burn Balduna.
I mean, hey, I will not stop Black Spiral Dancer for killing themselves, you know? You should let them do it.
so it means we gotta talk to that glasswalker lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Right. This could be really bad. We need to talk to her, but we need to involve the kinfolk in this. This is happening to them. We need to get their help, show that we have some level of trust for them. And yeah, because this is fucked.
I mean, Tyler is likely to go off when he finds that Jeremy's dead. I don't know about Elizabeth and Mike. You look over at Raphael. What do you think about him?
Sorry, dude. Which one? OC?
Mike.
Oh,
the
Mike.
The Shadow Lord guy. OC. I can tell you some stuff about him if you want to, Damien.
Okay.
As a Shadow Lord who's being raised by proper, in your mind, asshole Shadow Lords, he would go for the power.
Hmm. Well, hmm. He has the profile, and the room is open. I think he's gonna make a move to take Jeremy's place, but that doesn't necessarily make him a culprit.
No,
But
but
obviously, it will make him appear as suspect.
No, I was already sus of Mike as I was. He looks over to Aiden, as I'd talked to Aiden about before.
yeah, Tyler made some accusations saying he was a problem, but nothing crazy. But if Mike is the one going to go for power, that means Tyler will probably. You look over at Will, make things difficult, very difficult.
Right.
Everyone makes them difficult when a duke dies.
Well, we can make this easy. There'll be no appointment of a new head or anything like that until we find who killed Jeremy. We can't risk promoting a potential suspect into that position.
And I would suggest that you encourage them to do so and not impose it, because they will definitely see this as, well, I think we need to answer the question first. Do we tell them it's a guy in Garu who killed Jeremy?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no, that's a bad idea. It's a very bad idea.
Technically, we still don't know what killed Jeremy, so it wouldn't be a lie to say that we don't know yet.
I think that if we're not truthful with them, it will show that we don't trust them, and down the road this could cause problems. I think we're open with them.
If we prematurely tell a people that's already untrusting of us, that's only going to cause more panic and more problems for us.
Felix is right.
If we don't tell them what we know, then we're not going to involve them in trying to get to the bottom of this.
What we can tell them is we still don't know what killed him.
We can tell them that. I'm wary of us. If they find out that it was a guy in Garu and they find out that we knew, then it's just going to prove all their suspicions about us. I think we need them involved in this. We need them helping us. We need, not just for the sake of appearances, like genuinely we need their help in this. It's, yeah, more than likely somebody knows something among the kin, and they're not going to come forward. They're not going to come forward if they think that we're going to enact retribution or anything. But no, you're right. We don't need to start advertising that this could potentially be a Goengaru.
What I'm trying to say is, I agree with you. We absolutely should involve them. Their help would be invaluable. But, yeah, they don't need to know everything.
Well,
Now,
no,
I
he looks a bit
may be
reluctant.
a dirty shadow lord, but I think here we know for certainty that Gaian gifts have been used. Of that we're certain.
Are we? The only thing if a moon bridge has been involved, then we're certain, but we don't know that. We don't Spiral Lancers may have powers to fly or teleport or do what the hell else ever, and then that wouldn't be Gaian.
Exactly.
Very well, then let me correct my technicality. Garu gift have been used. Supernatural in nature. So now we have two possibilities, and honestly I don't really like the second one. The first one is that some crazy asshole killed Jeremy and had nothing to do with it, with the kinfolk. It's just purely coincidental. Now, he could be Gaian and he didn't like Jeremy and for some reason had a beef against him and decided to kill him, or he wasn't Gaian and then he just wanted to sow anarchy within us. Now, if I really was an asshole, and I really wanted to take power, I would ask someone to do it for me, because I can't do it because I'm a kinfolk.
Oh no.
I would ask my Garu buddy to do the job for me. And then what I would do is that somehow I would find out that a Garu was involved, and I would point finger at those Garu and probably gain a lot of sympathy from all the other kinfolk, which would definitely allow me to rise in power and probably impose what I want. Because otherwise, it's more or less civil war.
There's two main suspects of that then. You've got Tyler, who operates in a Bonar Pack bar, whose Bonars don't operate on Sept. And he's a very popular figure there. He was even suggesting that Mike is a problem. Then you've got Mike, a Shadow Lord. As Raphael said, eager for power. Very eager.
I've already told you.
And then there's the Fianna girl. But she's been known to just equate with both sides, so kind of bite his lip.
I've already told you my theory, Aiden. I was told, and he just sort of gestures more to everybody now. I was told that Mike has some sort of connection to a mob. I wasn't told which mob, but I know that there's another danger looming on the horizon with another mob. Maybe I'm connecting invisible lines to irrelevant dots, but I'd like to keep it within the realm of possibility. Mike is my prime suspect.
So wouldn't you rally behind the figure that they would most likely assume, no offense, Raphael, would do something like this? A Shadow Lord. Wouldn't that be the easiest person to blame? After all, you need a scapegoat, right? What happens if we're looking at the wrong suspect? What happens if it is the Bonar guy down there in Brooklyn?
It's a good thing that we've got more than one body.
If it's
Aiden's
if it's
quite
really
right.
Mike, then he's doing a shitty job as a Shadow Lord.
Aiden's right, though. We shouldn't jump to conclusions yet. That means we'll just... Yeah, we're rolling the dice. We'll go back to Sept. We'll sort this out. I'm going to go to the council. They should still be in session, and I'm going to talk to them. I'm not going to tell them what's happened. I'm not going to imply anything, but I'm going to tell them that Jeremy's dead and that we need to all work together to find out who's doing this.
Yeah, I'm going to accompany you on this.
Yeah.
Because I may be able to see. It's really hard when your plans start to come to fruition and not have some kind of take or reaction.
You look over at Felix. That Glasswalker girl. We could follow her, see what she's doing. She was here last. She's probably the one of the very few people who saw him alive.
Well, here's an idea to build on that. If I go and say this to the council, I go, let them know that Jeremy's dead and that we're seeking out we're seeking out whoever's done it with their help. You guys keep an eye on the people you suspect. Split it up between you, and we'll see which of them goes scuttling to their bolt holes. We'll try and flush them out.
That's a good idea. You look over at Felix and Raphael.
Respectfully, while the Glasswalker kinfolk is currently under speculation, while she's not my prime suspect, I'm the best candidate to Taylor, and while Mike is my prime suspect, and he points to Raphael.
I prefer to keep business within the tribe personal.
So there we go.
I can have Fiona track. I can have 10-point track the Fiona girl. Easy. I can track whoever you need me to. They won't see me. My suspect is Tyler.
Yeah. Divvy it up. I'll go try flush them out. We do need to question. He looks at Felix. Do you think we question her, or do you think we assess what she does?
First, we should assess before confrontation, because as soon as we confront, that puts us on her radar, or anyone's radar for that matter.
Will nods. Okay.
After that nod, I'm presuming that you guys are returning to the set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the Cairn Heart, 25 chairs has been put in the Tellurian where the Kinfolk Council is being gathered. As you guys hear, their nation has been working and fighting with his enemies. I have been grown up as a proud Wendigo. And I think this bill stands against many traditions that has been presented. The old ways are the true ways, and we should not return away from those. And the Glasswalker just stands up and says, the Wendigo has been keeping themselves away from everybody. The world is growing. We need this change. The Garo nation needs to accept its kin. We're family. You're not going to win this war without us. And you guys will see another guy kind of gets up. I will have to say that the Geta Ferris respects the traditions, but understands the value as he kind of looks at the Wendigo with it like his eyes open. This bill needs to be edited. It should not be by Jacob. It should be by ourselves. We should be the ones who ask for this. It is not for them to write what we ask for. It is against this bill and what it stands for. This might be wrong, as I am sure some of you will say, a traditional kinfolk. And I agree. But for this movement to stand, we need kinfolk to stand and say we deserve rights. Because if they give us our rights, it will not change anything. And that's what Jeremy proved.
Will is going to walk up to the... Sorry. Will is going to walk up to the...
The second that Felix sees Will move, he's gonna put a hand on him. He's gonna try and grab him. It's gonna be a firm grasp if he can, just to grab his attention to try and say something.
Turn his head to him.
Felix will get in close real quick, and he'll whisper. I'm gonna say it louder so that it's better on camera, but he's gonna whisper. This is their meeting. They're in the middle of talking about claiming back their power for themselves. If we interrupt, we're just going to look worse.
Will nods, that somebody's died. And yeah, he's going to approach them and just kind of wait till till their attention's on him.
As like one of them shows William, which is like the get affairs. The William White himself write this bill. And now he's here. Let him explain why he wrote this. So maybe Wendigo friend may understand what this stands for. And the kinfolk will stop clapping.
With your permission, Council, I'd like to address you all about something.
The council does not have its leader at the moment, but I'm pretty sure everybody would be okay with William White would like to say something. Of course, as the Wendigo kind of salty says, yes. The remaining of the council will, one by one, will say yes, yes, yes. The Bonar will say, yeah.
I'm not here to contribute to your debate. That's your debate. I do personally agree that you should be involved, but that's by the by. I'm not here to contribute to that. I'm here to tell you. We haven't heard from Jeremy in a while. Me and some of the other Garu went to where he believed he was, and we found him. He's been assassinated.
A big silence stands.
We don't know who's done it, but we will find out. However, we will not find out without your help. The nation isn't just the Garu. The nation is the Garu and the kin. And one of ours has been killed, perhaps by the enemy, perhaps by someone targeting for his position. We simply don't know yet. But we need your help in this. No matter what else Jeremy was, I'm sure there are people who didn't agree with his political opinions here. What he represented was all of you. And all of us. The nation shouldn't be made up of kinfolk and Garu. We are one nation. And in this case, there is a division. There's those who want to disrupt that, use it for their own ends, take advantage of it, and drive a wedge between us. And there's those of us who want to all stand together. I know, can I roll charisma leadership?
Please.
And Mr. Mamouche,
What's up?
Yep.
I made two little things.
Mhm.
I rolled 5 success on a peony on Mr. Mike,
Mike? Okay.
and I rolled Fatal Flaw on Mike with 2 successes.
Okay. Mike is okay, let me choose my words really carefully. Mike is firm and he is ready for this. Fatal Flaw says he is really caring about his wife. Tyler is not here.
You have 4 successes on the visible, Tyler.
Actually,
Tyler.
I'll fuck it. I'll use the first success on the Fianna girl. Actually, she's there, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is listening really carefully what Will says.
I'd like to roll a perception subterfuge, or is it wit subterfuge to tell for a lie?
With subterfuge.
Wit subterfuge, okay. 1 second, that is 60, 10. Less than or equal to 6 F1. That is 2 successes. If improvisation comes into play, it's 3.
How would you feel when you lost Taylor?
Yeah, okay, oh shit. All right. He doesn't say this out loud. This is all in his head, of course. Oh, shit. All right. Oh, shit, everybody. We got fucking over it. No. No.
Actually, what Aiden is going to do is he'll walk over, move casually along the crowd and kneel down by the Fianna, Elizabeth, and whisper, "Was Tyler meant to be here?"
Tyler does not belong to this council, Leader Ryan. He refuses to be in this council.
He just nod. Give one glance at her and just, nod once very firmly, and we'll kind of scoot back over to where Raphael is.
She nods and checks Aiden's ass while he's leaving.
Yeah, he whispered into Raphael's ear exactly what she said to him.
While the conversation is happening and these people are checking people, the 3 successes worth of leadership role will get Mike up first, and then his wife, and they will start clapping. Then the Get-A-Ferris will get up. The Glasswalker will try to get her up. The Fianna will get up. The Bendigo will get up, and they will start stop clapping.
Will looks slightly awkward at the attention, but does his best not to show it.
Would you guys like to end the scene there with doing more scenes coming in the future?
Give me all the scenes.
Pardon?
Give me all the scenes.
I hope everybody enjoyed this weird scene. I would like to say thank you, players, for playing. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time in the next episode of Living with the Darkness. We'll rage across New York with the unseen threat plot